and welcome back to HR Unlock the podcast.
Hey,
I'm Abby,
I'm AJ.
and welcome back, employees.
I'm back.
We missed you.
We're coming to work today.
How y'all doing?
Hey, y'all.
I know.
Howdy.
How you doing?
Indeed, William.
I know.
My God, today.
Poor thing.
Somebody help her.
I know it.
Yeah, welcome back to work. Thank you so much for being here.
Mhm.
We got a very interesting topic to discuss, but first, I got a question.
Okay.
Do you wash your outside trash cans? I knew that was gonna be your reaction.
Okay, but listen, sometimes I'll be like scrolling and it'll be like the agencies that are like, we'll wash your trash. And I keep thinking to myself, do I need to do that?
So the answer is no.
Because trash goes in there. I mean, unless something spills, like I can understand if something real like sticky or tacky got down there, it's causing like bugs, but no, mine's pretty, it's gross, but
Is it clean?
no, it's not.
Yeah, me either. So I was on a work call, and the question came up: who here washes their outside trash cans? And half of the call, it's like 40 of us, have said, "Oh, I do," and have said, "No."
With a water hose or something? Like
No, they clean it. Soap and water clean.
the hell?
I don't know what the hell. I don't know. I don't know.
Wild. Okay, maybe it's okay. Watch us post this and everybody be like, y'all nasty. Y'all should be cleaning your trash cans. Yeah, I don't. I mean, maybe it's a Scott task. Scott's my husband. Sorry.
Well.
They need to know. I hate when women do that too sometimes. They're like, Michael. I'm like, who's Michael?
Right.
Who's Michael?
Yeah. So one of my friends, I say mother. That's how. And one day, she was like, "Mother, who is mother?" And I was like, "My mother." And she was like, "Why do you call her mother?" And we just went down this whole rabbit hole.
He mentioned Norman Bates.
Well, she made fun of me. He was like, "What? That's dumb.
Yeah.
When did you start calling her that?" And I can't tell you when.
Right.
Shout out to mother. I can't tell you when, but it just happened, and I can't say mama.
Really?
It just sounds weird coming
I
out.
bust into my parents' house like, Mommy, I'll retire.
I can't do it.
I don't know. Maybe it is kind of a little weird.
And I call my dad father.
Yeah, Scott says mother, and I think it sounds like Norman Bates. I don't know, but I guess to each their own. I ain't gonna dog it.
Don't talk.
But I definitely bust into my parents' house all the time. I'm like, Mommy, where are you? I guess it is a little childish.
Come downstairs.
Yeah.
Okay, so you don't wash your trash cans.
Nope. I'm just gonna be honest.
So Abby is disgusting. But no, me either. I was floored. I was like, what?
Yeah, what's the
People do
reason?
that? Yeah.
Like I said, I can understand if there's a spill of sorts, like something sticky that you need to get off of there, but I just don't understand.
I understand. So I got a question for you.
Yeah.
And this particular thing has happened to me, or I've seen it a lot of different places.
Mm-hmm.
But dating in the workplace, is that still a thing? And here's what I mean. Let's say Scott worked at the same company you worked at, right? And or y'all met at the company and then y'all get married, but y'all work together. Or if Brenda, we love Brenda, in accounting, and Sam in purchasing are dating, like, is that still something that happens in corporate America?
Absolutely. I mean, I worked at an organization where there were a lot of couples, and this wasn't just. And I'm not talking about production.
Because we know. Yeah,
it was a corporate. Like these were administrative, jobs that were not, just assembly line workers.
Yeah.
So it was in this organization. It did not serve to be a problem in the sense of there wasn't drama, but there was still kind of a little bit of animosity here and there when things would happen. So it'd be like, oh, this person got this approved quicker because his wife works in accounting or something like that.
Yeah.
So it is still a thing. It is alive and well. Believe you me. I think the smaller the organization, the worse it is.
Yeah.
Because again, it's hard, right? Even if 100% you have every qualification under the sun and you are in the right position, but your husband was working there prior to you coming and now you're both in the same organization. I think, especially when it's smaller, and I'm talking like 500 employees or less, right? People are going to kind of make the assumptions of the only reason this person got hired is because they are dating or married to or know this person, right? So it's tricky. I don't know if I could do it.
So I think I've asked you this before, but could you work with Scott?
No. No.
Can you imagine walking down the hall? You see, you're like,
oh God. Maybe if we were in different locations.
Okay.
Like if he was, because like we have different career paths, so it's like a little bit better, but still like, I don't know. It would be weird him knowing so much. Like, are you gonna jump on that meeting at 4? Like, whoa, what do you mean?
Right.
What meeting?
What do you think of this training?
Yeah, what do you think of this catered lunch? I wish that they brought this more. And it's like, oh.
Wow. Or the big question that would probably ruffle feathers. So how much was your bonus? Because you know you got one.
And then being in HR, I think also it's tough because I tell you and Scott everything. No, but really, because I'm like, you won't believe this, or this change is going to happen. And I'm really concerned. So like, he's the person that I can just freely say everything to.
Right.
If he knows these people, it's confidentiality breach. I feel like you can't know how much this person makes or like know that, oh, in order for this person to take on this new project, we're deciding to give him a bonus of X amount. Like, that would be real bad.
But you know what? That says a lot about you and just your integrity, because to your point, we work in the same organization, or y'all work in the same organization, you essentially can't talk to him about work. Since because it's confidentiality, it's like, oh, I can't tell you. If he asks you, like, no, I can't, because that one time you slip up and say something, it's out. Oh, who was you married to? Abby.
Yeah, and then she would know. She'd be the only one who knows this movement's going to happen or this thing is going to take place. So yeah, I think it's extremely tricky. I would say that the larger the organization, the better. Yeah, and it would really just depend on the positions you're in. If you're in the same department, don't do it.
Right. Because it can get a little sticky.
Don't do it.
So, short story. I was at an organization. Wife was in purchasing. She was maybe a scheduler.
Okay.
Husband was in logistics, supervisor.
Oh, so they're pretty much the same department.
No,
like logistics scheduler or
like a production scheduler. So,
okay.
So
it's a little
she
different.
worked in production. He worked in logistics.
Okay.
And they were married for, I don't know, 30 years or so.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
Maybe a little longer. But I think they met there. So there's an investigation on the husband.
Okay.
And the wife got involved naturally.
Yeah.
And ultimately, she didn't like me for a while because
you were doing your job.
Yeah. And she basically thought, or she assumed, that I was targeting him for no reason. She didn't give any reasoning. But yeah, she was telling everybody that it was because, and we had to ultimately terminate him.
But let me tell you why. Because that's her man. She gonna stick by him. I'm
Yeah.
But it's true. Yeah. Like, it's hard. Like when you mix it, it's just the same with like law and crime. You know, you studying it. You mix in love and emotions and like these deep relationships. Who's like the first suspect? Yes. It's always the spouse or the sister or the brother or the best friend. It's always that, because there's so much emotion tied to it. Yeah. And even though, and I think it's true, love can make you blind to a certain extent. Because even if she's like, oh yeah, I know that maybe this was happening, but he's done good service and you should give him a chance. You know what I mean? That you're always going to try to find a rationale a little bit to try, especially when it is a third party, like a corporation.
Yep.
It's not another person or an experience that she had specifically. It's going off of his interpretation as well. This is what happened, and can you believe that they're getting on to me for da 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 da?
Right.
And of course you're gonna stick. I mean,
yeah. You got
y'all locked in for life.
It got a little nasty, not from my end. Just she went all the way up to the chief people officer.
Wow.
And had a conversation. So, she was somewhat professional after that.
Right.
I still need her help, and I still talk to her. I didn't avoid her because that's not who I am. And
of course.
And sometimes you have to attack it that way. Even if somebody doesn't like you, you have to talk to them like they do.
Oh, absolutely. You have to continue professionalism through and through.
Yeah, and again, that's one of the hardest things about HR sometimes is we have to maintain that professionalism regardless. Doesn't matter who said what to who, how they disrespect you. Now, you can always have a conversation with them.
Yeah.
But look, you don't do that.
Right, absolutely.
Firm with it. I didn't like how you said this. Try to, I don't know, help them to understand that their communication in this moment didn't sit well. But we still have to maintain that professionalism.
For sure.
And that's what we sign up for, right? But public service announcement. Don't date in the workplace.
Yeah.
Nasty, right? But I guess if you do.
Yeah. I've also worked places where people have been dating and I had no idea. Which I love.
Which that's probably, well,
I love it.
Sure. It can be great if no one knows. That's perfect. They did it well. But at the same time, if people don't know, are they like skirting the system and like helping out this particular, like if it's like a supervisor and a employee.
Yeah, right? That's true too. Yeah. That's true too.
So it's like, are they giving them extra hours and
helping them out in a certain way? Yeah, so that you never know.
Yeah.
And for me, I think my work ethic, I want it to be just that, my work ethic, something that I've worked hard for. I never want somebody to be thinking that another person influenced that. Yep. Oh, it's because she was dating this person for a few years and she was able to get to this position. Yep. Albeit sexist, but on both ends, right? Male or female. I just think for anybody, let your work speak for itself, and combining your work and your personal dating life is just, it can lead to some problems.
Yeah.
Because you also, again, the other thing that I always think of is like, what if you break up?
Right.
And then you have to see them and talk to them.
Same office, like y'all walking in together, or you pull up, they pull up, and it's like, you have to wait in your car. There's a restraining order. So then what? So now they got to work from home.
It's just too much. I think that's the best thing is just when I was dating, if you break up with somebody, you get to do just that. Separate your lives and you move on. Yep. But when you work together, you can't really, especially if you're like close in departments and you're, collaborating together and things like that. Yep. But I don't want to see you. Yeah.
And I mean, we worked with the organization we worked at together. There's a lot of that, a lot of speculation. There's a lot of on the floor dating, and we've been in situations where they didn't like each other. They just broke up. Now they're arguing and fighting, and they call the police and leave that. We don't want to deal with that. We don't want to deal with it.
We don't.
Always listen. We don't want to deal with the foolishness.
Absolutely.
Be mature about it.
For sure.
Or just don't do it, but don't bring it to work. Because you think we want. I mean, we kind of want to because we like drama, but
it's interesting. But it's also like I have so many other things that I need to deal with. I don't need to deal with every associate's dating life.
Right, and it gives us content for the podcast. But I think just don't do it. Right, just date somebody else, right? Or resign and save us time.
just and listen, for those folks who say, I've been working with my husband for 20 years. I've been working with my wife for 20 years. That's amazing. Yeah. I just think here in, I think, more of the modern age, it creates some obstacles that I think should be avoided.
Yep.
If at all possible.
Yeah.
For sure. So.
Abby.
Yeah.
Anything else?
No, I think we're good.
Oh, we forgot. Follow us.
Oh, yeah.
Subscribe. Do all the things that a good employee does. We don't want to give you a pip. Because I'm sure people are watching. And thank you so much for watching. For the ones who are watching, I'm sure you haven't subscribed. But if you have, thank you so much. We appreciate it. We need more subscribers. We need to set like a goal. Because we want to hit a certain goal.
Yeah.
We've been doing this almost a year now. Right? And we enjoy it. But we need some help. We need some send it to your friends, your mother, father, brother, sister.
Some momentum.
Your dogs, your cats, whatever you want to do. Set it up on the TV, family movie night. And
ask us questions too. Like, we're here. We want to interact with you all. If there's things that you want to know, or even if it's just things you want to know about us, like, we're open.
Yeah. Comment below. And let us know. Ask us some questions. I mean, not too much though. I'll give all the questions to Abby. But yeah, send us some questions. Send us some reviews. Review whatever you gotta do. Give us feedback. Is what we're saying.
Yep.
Anything else?
No, I think that's all.
All right.
Thank you guys for joining us, and until our next meeting.
Let's have a great week. Great week. Right?
Week. Yeah.
Okay.
Adjourned.
Adjourned.